What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Crates series. Today, I really can't remember what we were supposed to do. Last episode, we worked on the bridges. We got everything changed. We have this down here all set. We got lava. We got fluid tank refills. We technically have everything. I really don't know what I have to do. So we're going to head back to our main base real quick. We're going to see if anything's on the board. If not, then, well, you know what that means. New place. Alrighty, so mining is done, farming is done, and the bridges are technically done. So we are able to get rid of this. I don't think I need to do anything else over there. We already have our mining systems, already have our lava refills, our tank refills. We technically already have everything. We don't really need to work on anything else anymore. So I think it's time we are able to get rid of the mining village. And it's gone. Meaning, if you don't know, anything that's on this board, anything that has signs means we are able to work on it. Anything that doesn't means we are not able to work on it. Basically means like building. If we have to fix something like a machine, we are able to fix it. But we are not able to build new structures. So no new machines, no new buildings, nothing like that. It's like since our main board has no sign on it, we're not allowed to build any more buildings or anything like that, but we are able to work on this to make it, smooth and flat. But it is time we work on the lumber island, meaning we have to clear the land, which also means I need a drill that can clear said land. Yeah, we get to start the lumber island, meaning all new buildings, all new style, everything like that. This was kind of just a mixed style. Over there was farming stuff, mining, kind of had a little mining style to it, except we used blackstone for everything because it looked cool. And of course, the lumber island. Everything's going to be made out of wood because it's lumber. So all we gotta do is clear the land, start the layout with wool of where we're gonna build all of our stuff. Basically meaning where we're gonna build our train stations, our tree farms, our tree cutters, crafting buildings, how we're doing our tracks, stuff like that. Houses, workshops. And honestly, I might do something else here. We might add a little lumber yard. So we'll have trees kind of on their sides with probably build like a little crane or something that's like picking up some trees, stuff like that. So we have to figure it out. It is a pretty big area. If you don't know, it is this entire area. So there's a lot of room here. We could do a lot of things with this. So yeah, we can do a whole bunch. All we got to do is just clear this out, which means we have to make that flat. Because I'll be honest, this goes really high. Let's actually go to sleep. I'll go over there in a second. All right, so this is the island, which means it's kind of, a little elevated here. And then you have these really big areas here, which I kind of don't want. I mean, yes, they're pretty cool and all, but I have a feeling it's gonna ruin some things. So we would just have to make it flat. We'll add some custom terrain into it instead of having it completely like just plain flat like our farming island. We'll add some things here and there. So yeah, we just have to flatten this out. We'll flatten it right at the water level, and then we'll come back in with our own terrain. This we'll have to get rid of just because, well, I mean, we won't have to really get rid of it. We'll have to trim it down. Here we'll actually turn to water so we don't have to worry about, a little opening. We could just have that there. But yeah, we're going to have to try and figure that out. There are also caves, so we are going to have to cover those. We're going to change everything to dirt just so we can have a train over it, just so we can work on that. We have a lot of things. Ponds are going to be cleared. We're going to cover those with dirt. Over here, we're going to probably keep this area. I do want to try and keep the edges as natural as possible. Obviously, changing the sand to grass, gravel to grass also. So yeah, we'll have to come through with our, our massive drilling machine and figure that out. So we'll have to set that up here, and then we will just continue and push it down. And we're going to make this thing huge. Practically a limit that we possibly can do. We also have to get rid of the trees. So that's going to be a little bit painful. Good thing we have a drill that can do it for us. Now, actually, something I could do to make this even better, instead of having a drill like start on this side, I can have it follow a path in the sky. So I can have it follow the edges, you can cover it with drills, and then, yeah, we're gonna have to do a pretty big chunk because I don't think we can do all of this at once. Unless we do our chunks like this, but I don't think that will work that well. So we are gonna have to do chunks here and there. But having it from the top going straight down to flat level, that should probably work. That's probably what we're gonna do. Now we do have a lot of drills. Where actually I put those? Am I blind? I mean, I already know I'm blind, but like, where's my drills? I'm not. I'm not blind. I'm drill blind. Okay, it's right there. We have 574. I'll be honest. I'm probably gonna make more. We're gonna make a lot more. So that's the first thing we have to do is clear the land and then do a whole bunch of stuff. Now, the thing is, I don't think these cannons can actually replace solids with. Hold on. Replace solid with empty. I technically could. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's go to the testing world. Whoops. Let's test something out real quick. All right. So if we do this, all right, let's go test out on one of these houses real quick. I don't want to test on one of our items or buildings that we already have. So if I do this, so if I do that there, so if we do that, and we just name it empty. If we get our cannon, we'll swap our schematics. All right, we'll call this one that. We'll do this. We'll load this in here after I position it. All right, so we'll do that. Let's get some gunpowder. And if we click ready, replace solid with empty, and we'll skip. That's not what I was thinking. I thought it was actually gonna like remove. Alrighty. Well, I thought it was gonna remove the building, not just completely finish the building. Nice. Actually, unless I just do this one empty one, and then we get our schematic. It may not have went because there's already something in there. So if I just do empty one, which is completely empty, there's physically nothing here. So yeah, if I do that, schematic file expired. Okay, maybe you can't. All right. I honestly thought you could. That would have been really nice. You're able to just delete stuff that way, but I guess not. So we are going to have to do that manually, which is going to be painful, very painful. But let's head back. Alrighty, so now that we have a little idea of what we have to do and completely manually do it, it's gonna be a little painful, just a little bit, I promise. It's gonna hurt. We should be good, hopefully. So we got clear land, start layout with wall. So we're actually gonna create more drills, a lot more drills. And the good thing I have them because we're gonna need a lot. Alright, so we just made a lot more, and I mean a lot more. I'm still blind. I don't know where they went. I'm looking for a moving item. They kind of rotate, right? God, I wish there was a little search function. Oh, there we go. 959 drills. I think that's pretty good. I think that's glorious. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, yeah, we got clear the land. Alrighty. Let me get some drills. I got to figure out how I can set this up. I'll be honest. Doing this with the whole schematic cannon, I should just be able to create a schematic of drills in the air and then place the cannon, let it auto build the drills for me, so I don't actually have to go up there and place them manually, which is very helpful. And then do a little hand crank, so all I gotta do is just do a little twist. That's it. That's it. Nothing crazy, just that's it. Now I will also need some cog wheels too, so let me actually make a whole bunch of those. I'm gonna need a lot of those. All right, so we have a lot of cog wheels. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but actually, that should be fine. 512, I think we are glorious. Monsters nearby? What you mean? What you mean I got monsters? Oh, an Enderman, really? That's what we're complaining about is the Enderman? Really? That was it? Was the Enderman? Come on, man. Alrighty. So we're going to have to head back to the creative world again. We're going to have to set up the large drill. Yeah. We're going to have to go and set up the drills, man. Actually, yeah, I mean, I could do that. Now, something I can actually do, I can turn our entire place into a schematic. Technically, it should work, as long as it's not over a certain amount, which it might be, which is going to be a little painful, but we'll see. We'll see. We got to figure it out. We got to check in the book it. Oh, God, this is going to take a while. This one's going to take forever. All right, so we'll do this. We have to flip this like that. All right, so this is 50 long on this side, excluding that front block. So excluding this block from here on, right here on is 50 blocks. Now we just got to do it on this side. All right, so there we go. There's 50 on that one. All right, there we go. And then, we're going to have to fill this in. Actually, don't I have a symmetry wand? If I place it here, technically I could just, oh yeah, hold on. Let me go get that symmetry wand. I don't know why I'm not using it. I have it, but I don't use it. Makes no sense. Oh, there it is. All right, we got symmetry wand. Let's go see if these can place correctly. All right, so if I do it this way, yeah, it does auto. Nice. Alrighty, let's go ahead, head back, and all we got to do is place it, and we're good. And we can just keep building. Alrighty, there we go. Yep, and it works. Cool. All we have to do now is just go off of these two. Ready? There we go. There's 50 v 50. It may be a little short, but it will be fine. Now I just got to connect these up. Right, there we go. All that should be connecting on that side. Let's do a little double check just in case. Yep, perfect. Then all we have to do is rotate this little piece here, and then it should connect on the other side. Oh, damn. Let me actually get rid of that then, because
That was going the wrong way. I can't have that.
oh, see, now we're one far ahead. Oh, well, I don't care. I'm not worried about it as long as it connects, and then I can get rid of all of this stupid dirty dirt. There we go, and we just have to continue going on the next way. There's gonna be a lot of drills. I'm gonna need to make more. Oh yeah, we're gonna need so much, dude. Because here's the thing, once we build this out, then we're gonna have the drills at the bottom. This is where we're gonna have the drills. So I just need a pretty big area to clear out, and then we can start working on the drill machines underneath. All right, there we go. And now we just have to connect these all the way up. And of course, fill this in with even more drills. All right, so that will work perfectly. I'm actually gonna set something up. I just have to do this. Just do little movements. This is gonna take a pretty long time, but we should be fine. I'm gonna need to make so much more. Oops, see, we're out of drills. All right, well, that wasn't even that much. We're gonna need so many more. We're gonna need a lot. Well, all right, so I'm actually gonna get a blueprint real quick because this will let us be able to basically just click on it and it will just make it for us instead of actually going through our hotbar and crafting it. We're gonna go back to our base, gather more materials for literally everything, and then we could just make as many drills as we need. I'm gonna need more casings. Hold on, are our machines not making casing? Well, not andesite casings anymore. Yeah, so we have the stuff in here for casings, but I'm gonna have to let this run for a bit. I'm gonna have to take some brass out. All right, let's go run some andesite alloy. Yep, and there we go. It should run. We'll just take all this and have that replaced, and we'll just let that run in there for a bit. I'm going here. Our drill has stopped because it broke itself, and there we go. I need all these trees. Thank you. All right, there we go. We have a lot of trees coming in. Now, I should have some wood sitting in our system. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some of that wood, and then we're just going to throw it all in that system. All right, there we go. There we go. We just have that work. This will fill through whatever it needs, and then that will just run. All right, so it's going. It's just going to be pretty slow just because we don't actually have like a full filter system. All we have is just a splitter, so some will still go that way, some will go this way. We have a splitter, which technically means I should be able to grab some alloy from up here and just throw it into our system so it can auto just do it. There we go. We'll just do 3 because we're going to have to let that run for probably quite a while just so we can have more casings than what we actually are going to use. There we go. So we are going to have to hold off on the drills for probably a little bit until we can get a lot more. So yeah, that machine's going to have to run for
A long time. A very long time.
all right. So we have an extra 394. I do need more, so we are probably just going to let this machine run for probably quite a bit. And then hopefully by next episode we should be able to start working on the drills. So hopefully it works. Hopefully it will do whatever it needs to. This machine will be running. That machine will be running. Then this is all still doing all the stuff it needs. Cool. And then that's still giving alloy. Nice. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Yeah. All right. So that is good. Alloy and casings going through. Perfect. Yep. I'm just going to let this run for a little bit. Hopefully when we do next episode, we have enough just so we can start, working on adding more drills to the system. But for right now, we are going to end today's episode here. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. More variety, more games, more random things like that. We also have started streaming on Twitch and Kick, so if you do want to check that out, also, everything is down below. We stream Monday through Friday at 10:30 in the morning to really whenever. So again, if you want to check that out, everything is down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.
Whee!